I'm sick of all these variants like in Popsters. They're stupid. How about some swimsuit editions?
You want to see the penguin in a swimsuit?
No, you idiot, the chicks.
Hey, what's up guys? Got the newest Legion of Collectors box in, Women of DC. I'm really excited about this one because I've been liking the DC Legion of Collectors boxes more than the Collector Corps and Star Wars Smuggler's Bounty boxes lately. I think that the Batman vs Superman box was really cool with the armored Batman in there and that Lucha Libre style shirt. I thought that was a very strong box. I also liked the Suicide Squad box with the Enchantress pop, and I thought that shirt was really cool in that one too. I am hoping that this has a shirt in it. I really want a shirt. I'm pretty sure it's going to have a pop. I really don't have any idea what the pop is going to be. I know that the teasers kind of hinted at maybe a Terra pop, but I don't know. She seems a little obscure, but that would be my best guess. And as far as everything else, I would like to see maybe Harley Quinn represented. Even though we do have a lot of Harley Quinn stuff, I still love her, so I wouldn't mind a Harley Quinn shirt or a mug or something like that. And definitely, I hope Wonder Woman is represented too. Maybe not just in the pin or the patch. But yeah, let's see what's in there. Alright, patch and pin. This is the first time in like a long time that my patch and pin are actually in the package. Alright, so we get a shirt. Really happy about that. Comic, Hawkgirl, and an invisible jet of product I've never seen before. Alright, let's open this stuff up. I gotta say that the patch is pretty cool. I'm really liking that yellow and blue with the gray, and I like this kind of Art Deco style they did to it. And this font is nice too, kind of goes with that Art Deco style. Legion of Collectors could have been a little bit cleaner, but yeah, for some reason, them saying Legion of Collectors on here isn't as bad as like the Marvel Collector Corps ones because it's more subtle on here. And the focus is Batgirl. You do have to look at it pretty close to see the Legion of Collectors. And I like that because I do think the focus on these patches and pins should be the character and not the box. So yeah, I'm really liking this patch. It's cool. The pin is really nice too. Classic Harley Quinn. A nice little devilish grin on her face. I think a lot of people are going to like this. And this is also kind of in a Art Deco style. I really like that font they picked for Harley Quinn. Really cool. And like the patch, the Legion of Collectors is nice and subtle on there. Doesn't rob anything from the character. Totally well done. And the Funko pins are definitely high quality. So yeah, really nice. And I really like this cover. And I think it is because the colorist did just a great job. You don't really see any solid black lines anywhere, which is kind of rare, I guess, for comic book art, but it really works with this, and with that sunburst coming from behind the characters, just looks really cool. Yeah, they did a good job with this cover for sure. Not so much with the art inside. I don't know who this artist is. Let's see. Babs Tarr. I mean, I'm sure some people like this style, but yeah, this is definitely not my favorite style of art. And this book is kind of thin, but yeah, I'm sure it's worth a read. Batgirl's kind of cool. But yeah, that's definitely not my favorite art style, though. And once again, Legion of Collectors comes through with a really cool shirt. I'm definitely going to be wearing this one. It's got 3 of my favorite villains of all time. Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn, and Catwoman. Really like the way they did them. I'm not sure I get the reference to kind of like the post office stamp kind of motif there on top. Not sure why they did that. Still looks cool, though. The only thing is, maybe it would have been better if this was a different color other than another light blue shirt, because my other 2 DC shirts are light blue as well. But it's a very universal color, and it's still a cool color. I like it. So yeah, really liking the shirt this time. Alright, so now I get why all the teasers that Funko was putting out had jets in them, or at least a couple of them did. We get an invisible jet with a little tiny Wonder Woman. I'm really liking the packaging. It looks nice and retro looking. Cool art on here. Yeah, it looks nice. But the figurine looks pretty ugly. Like, I already have the Invisible Jet Pop Ride, which is really awesome looking, and it probably has the best looking Wonder Woman pop out there. That kind of Linda Carter style pop that came with is really nice. I think they should actually release that one individually because it is, in my opinion, the best Wonder Woman pop. And this set is far inferior to the actual pop ride, but let me open it up, see how it looks. Alright, so this Wonder Woman is pretty ugly. To me, she kind of looks like AC Slater from Saved by the Bell in drag, kind of. Really ugly face, but I guess the paint job is pretty good for such a tiny figure because this thing is small. But yeah, not the prettiest Wonder Woman out there. And the jet feels pretty nice, you know? Just an invisible jet. And it looks like she fits inside. So yeah, once she's inside, it does kind of look cool, and you don't notice how kind of hideous she is because she's inside of that thing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just a little tiny jet to go on your desk. Like, if you're a super huge Wonder Woman fan, I could see how this would be a great item. But yeah, since I do have the Pop Ride, this isn't my favorite thing in the world, but I do like that this one's domed because the Pop Ride, it's got the open cockpit, and maybe that should have came with a piece that covered her because her cover does look pretty cool. And it comes with a stand, which you just kind of lay the jet on top of. It doesn't peg in or anything. So that's nice too if you want to display it. Alright, so now that I know that the pop is Hawkgirl, it seems pretty obvious because she is like the oldest female superhero that DC has. She came out like in the 1940s, so it's very appropriate that it'd be her in this box. And my box came in really perfect shape, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, let me open her up because she looks really cool. Out of the box, this pop looks really cool because you get to really appreciate how awesome these wings are. They're nice and big and they're sculpted really well. Really like those wings. I love Wings characters and they did a really good job with this one. And her paint job looks pretty good for the most part. The mace looks really nice. And I like the sculpt. She looks nice and tough and they gave her the bigger feet. They didn't give her the dainty little female body. And I do like that on the female superheroes that are very powerful, that they do give them a little bit of a stronger looking body like this. So yeah, I really like that. She looks like she could kick your ass. But yeah, the paint job on this white here is a little sloppy. And I think that the black needed to come up a little bit more. The yellow from her mask kind of goes into the black part a little too far on both sides. But since it's on both sides, it doesn't look that bad. And I do think that maybe this like a circle part of her mask here should be a different color than her eyes, because it being the same color looks a little weird to me. But those are very small things because this pop is really nice. It's kind of a weird design. I mean, I like it overall, but to be honest, her uniform reminds me of like the Cameroon national soccer team's uniform. And the emblem on her belt looks like the Thundercats emblem. And it looks like she's wearing Wolverine's mask, kind of. Like, it looks like a combination of a bunch of different characters. Like, there was a bunch of spare parts left over from a bunch of different characters, and they put it all together. Kind of a weird design, but she is, you know, it is her original design, so if anything, the Wolverine mask looks like hers, you know? But, yeah, kind of a crazy design for this character, but it all seems to work, and I'm really liking this pop. And it looks like you could have gotten 2 different shirts this time. One with Batgirl or Batwoman, maybe. Wonder Woman and Supergirl. Or the one I got with the villains, which I'm very happy about because I definitely would have preferred the shirt with the villains. But yeah, here's some of the production on these other things. I'll move it nice and slow, so if you want to read it, you can pause it and read any section you want. But yeah, really cool that they're including these cards. And I'm very happy I got the villains shirt, for sure. Overall, I think this is a really good box. I think the pop is really nice, and so is the shirt. And those 2 items alone are worth the $33 that this box costs. I think the Invisible Jet is a little strange, and maybe I'd like it more if I didn't already have an Invisible Jet. I think that the Wonder Woman toy itself is a little ugly, but you can't really tell once it's inside the jet. And it's a pretty decent item, but not something I would actually seek out in the store and purchase. The comic book is alright. The patch and pin I think are better than usual. I really like those. So yeah, I'm going to give this box, I think, an 8 out of 10. It's not the best box I've ever seen, but it's definitely one of the better ones that they've put out in a while. Alright guys, thanks for watching and take it easy.